2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to Game 1 of the NBA season, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Legit Smith.
Man, it's been a long summer.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. We have been waiting for this day for a long time. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they're going to have to deal with an atmosphere tonight that will not make things easy for them. Other than the postseason, nothing gets a crowd more fired up than opening night. And all that energy will be directed against them as they go for a win to start the season. And fellas, a new season about to begin. Clean slate. Plenty of hopes and dreams out there. Kenny, how do you spot a new legitimate contender?
I usually look for the team with good balance, where one guy isn't doing everything. One guy can facilitate everything, but he can't do everything. So offense, defense, balance, and they gotta have a big shot maker.
You know, I look for unselfishness, guys playing with each other, mental toughness. No weak-minded team has ever won a championship, Ernie.
How about continuity, too? How about
the skyline of Orlando seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. And by virtue of the NBA schedule, their first game of the new year is against Miami. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
Opening day upon us, Brent. Some teams already looked as if they are championship contenders already. Others clearly in a rebuild mode. What's the mindset of players entering the season on a rebuilding team?
Well, if you're a veteran guy, you're asking your agent, can I get a trade? they would love to get on one of those contending teams. But a rebuilding team is about making progress.
For Miami, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Erik Spoelstra. David?
Well, Kevin, I talked to him about the shot blockers they face in this matchup. He said if we can play a little more up-tempo and score before their bigs can recover and get set, that'll help. Also, putting them on the move in half-court sets, whether ball screens or screen and roll, can help as well. We'll see if his team executes his game plan, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, the challenge of facing this tough defensive squad is right at the front of their minds.
As it should be, because if they're not prepared for every look and matchup that D is going to throw at them, it'll be a long day.
I think he has them prepared, and now it's just a question of whether they can match the energy and intensity that this team always brings onto the floor.
For 3, Ross sinks the triple. Ross has got 5 now.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Dragic kicks to Ellington. Off the screen. Simmons pulls it in. Orlando leading. And it's DJ missing. Dragic kicks to Winslow. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Winslow's got his first bucket of the night.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Matt. Here's Simmons. Will return shortly. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
Well, you just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of one? I think those steals really established momentum in their favor.
On the court for the Heat, Winslow and Olynyk fill up the forward spots. Dragic is out there with Wayne Ellington, and it's Whiteside in at the center, filling out the middle. And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Screen by Olynyk. Dragic dishes to Olynyk. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And the Heat lead by 1.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Ross kicks to Mack. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Have to appreciate the way that the Miami Heat team plays defensively. They're aggressive on their closeouts and challenges, trying to take away the three-point shot. And the rim protection is right there with Whiteside, so they can funnel everybody right to the big man.
First free throw is good. For the Heat, Brent, you can see the effort that they exude each time they step on the floor and set up on defense.
Well, sometimes having that drive won't mean much on the offensive end, but it shows up in the effort of your ball club on the defensive end. This is a very talented and long group of defenders that can get after you on the perimeter. And if the idea is we're going to use the perimeter guys to funnel everybody towards a guy like Hassan Whiteside, that can be problematic for an offense to score with that kind of activity.
And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gets the bucket in a moment to celebrate here. Those are his first official points as an NBA player. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Whiteside a screen on Ross. Ross with the steal. Now here's Matt. Now the feed to Biyombo. Outside, Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Ross in the corner. Launches it. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami trailing. Now Ellington still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Right side a screen. Here's Dragic, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Terrific screen from Whiteside. Sometimes sacrificing your body and using your size on the pick will get your teammate open.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. So, Brent, we often talk about role players who give 100% effort every minute they're on the floor. Which stars have the highest motors right now, in your opinion?
Wow, a lot of guys play with a lot of fire, Kevin. I'm thinking about Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, the workload that he has for the Toronto Raptors. Little guys like Kemba Walker and Isaiah Thomas. But maybe the two guys most prevalent, Chris Paul and then DeMarcus Cousins. And maybe that motor sometimes sputters a little bit, but the motor is still there.
You know what? Of all the qualities a player may have, and I don't even know if a motor or effort is a skill, it seems like it's becoming something that's rattled off very quickly by scouts and coaches. Yeah, he gives great effort. It's as if he's saying, yeah, he's got a great shot, or he's a terrific defender. They act like it's a skill.
Yeah, you think about it, Kevin, what that's doing.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's the Heat up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. We're seeing a tremendous game from James Johnson.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
The Magic trail by 4. Outside Gordon. Back to Payton. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Picked by Vucevic. It's Fournier on the wing. Over Waiters. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I don't think anybody around the league does this, but a lot of fans do. Erik Spoelstra won 2 championships while in Miami as the head coach of the Heat. Of course, he had the big 3, but he was the one that orchestrated and got those guys to work things out to become title contenders for the years they were together.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, "In today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance, and he conceded he might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, DA. Thank you. And it's Winslow, that time on the assist by Waiters. Waiters got assist number 5 here tonight.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
Gordon kicks to Payton. Dishes it to Vucevic. They get it again. Another shot. Payton's shot is off. The Heat leading by 4. There's Dragic with the 3, and the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
Try to make as good a decision as you can every time you have the basketball, but that time he attacked without thinking too much.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Whiteside's checked. And so it's the Heat winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Goran, congrats on the win tonight. Bench really came through tonight. What all has to happen for this team to really be clicking?
I mean, everybody's playing hard, you know, even the guys from the bench. You know, we need everybody, even including the bench. Everybody have to be focused, play hard, and especially in defense.
True team effort, got it done tonight. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.